Welcome back to the channel. I've just driven here, it's about a 40-minute drive, and I've realised I'm not going to have enough charge to get home. I'm only on 40%, so I'm going to plug my car in. This is the only charger I can find nearby. It's only a slow charger, so... Oh no, it's going to take 4 hours to charge up to 100%. That's really rubbish. It's raining. I'm going to be standing here holding onto this cable for 4 hours now. I don't think this is a very good thing to do. I know what I'll do. I'll go to one of those fast chargers because they only take about 20 minutes. That's the solution. I'll go there. Yes, that's a good point. Right, well, it's 50%. I had to wait around an hour holding onto the plug. I've come to this fast, ultra fast charger, and it's still saying I'm going to be waiting here for another hour to get to 100%, so I guess I'll just be stood here in the rain for an hour on this fast charger to get to 100%, because I need 100% obviously to drive back home. Well, of course, I was joking. You don't have to hold on to the charger whilst your car is on charge. Now, to me that seems obvious, but to some people online, especially some people who comment on videos like the ones I've made about charging up my EV, that doesn't seem to have quite sunk in yet. When you have an EV on charge, you can do something else whilst it's charging. I'll repeat that. You can do something else whilst it's charging. In the year and 20,000 miles that I've done in my electric car, I've only, I don't know, 4 or 5 times actually had to wait around to charge up. Generally, I do something else. And that is a massive advantage of electric vehicles. You can combine charging with doing something else. Now, you might think, well, it only takes me 5 minutes to fill up my petrol or diesel car. Well, that's good, but you are limited to refilling it at a petrol station and not at home or at work or at the gym or at a supermarket or whatever. Oh, you can refuel at a petrol station at the supermarket. But the thing is that you've got to pack your shopping away and then drive round to the petrol station, queue up because there'll be someone in front of you, then hold the petrol nozzle for 2 to 4 minutes, and then queue up in the shop and pay for your petrol. When you're charging up your electric vehicle, you simply connect the connector, tap your card and walk away, and when you come back it will have recharged. And you don't have to charge to 100%. In fact, it's best not to charge to 100% when you're at a rapid charger, because the last 10 to 20% of charge takes actually quite a lot longer. So you want to stop a little and often with an electric car. Well, you want to charge a little and often, but in fact, most of the time your car is stopped. Most of the time your car is parked up. And all of those times it could be charging. In fact, my car is charging now. And don't say you can only charge at home if you have a driveway, because I don't have a driveway. I can't even park in front of my house. I can't even park anywhere near my house. I have to park in a car park. And it just so happens that that car park has electric vehicle charging bays. And so if I need to park up, I just put my car on charge and it charges up. So you can get home with 1% charge, plug in, and by the next morning you'll be fully charged. Remember all those times that you've had the petrol light come on as you've neared home after a long road trip? Yeah, I do. That happens to me all the time. I go out, I put in enough fuel to do my trip, come home, the fuel light comes on, I'm really tired, I think, I can't be bothered to stop for fuel. I'll do that the next morning, and then of course you forget about it, and then you either don't have enough fuel to get to the petrol station, or it's an annoying interruption into that first journey of the day. So whilst there are advantages to the quick refueling times of combustion cars, they're not actually that much of an advantage overall, because most people do lots of short journeys and most people sort of go places. Your electric car can charge almost anywhere it's parked. In fact, most places in the country have electricity going to them, and it's only a few places that have petrol tanks buried underground. You can put a charger in at your house or at work or wherever really very easily. You only have to have a power connection, which those places generally still do. Okay, you're not going to be able to put the 10 350 kilowatt GridServe chargers that I featured in my last short very easily without putting in a cable. But in fact, even that, once that cable's in, well, it's not the same as having to have a tank in the ground and a road large enough that a petrol tanker can come down there once a week to fill the tanks back up. Electricity is almost everywhere in the country, and that means there are almost an infinite number of places you can refuel your electric car. And once you change your mindset a little bit that you should refuel your electric car whilst you're doing something else, then you realise that it's very seldom that you actually have to wait around for it to refuel. Very, very seldom, I can assure you of that. It's simply very easy to just combine getting some food, going to the gym, or going shopping or being at work with recharging your car. And you don't have to do it every day unless you're doing a massive amount of miles. Actually, I find on average I recharge about twice a week. And of course, that charge I did at the beginning of the video, we just went to the park with the kids and there were some chargers there, so I plugged in and I thought it'd be funny to make this film. So hopefully that explains the situation with electric cars. You don't have to charge 100%, you don't have to hold on to the cable whilst you're charging, you don't have to wait around, you just have to pop the car on charge when it's a convenient time to do so. You're not going to put the car on charge if you're literally just running into a shop and you have to be out again in 30 seconds. It's not worth it. You're going to be somewhere for half an hour and they have a fast charger, then that's a great time to put it on charge. If you're going to be somewhere for several hours and they have a 7 kilowatt charger, then again it's a great time to put it on charge. You're not going to put your car on charge at a 7 kilowatt charger and only go in for 5 minutes. It's not worth the effort of getting the cable out. But it's really not difficult, and if you ever see someone waiting around to charge to 100% at a fast DC charger, well then they're really doing it wrong. That's not how you use an electric car. It is how you use a fuel car, but that doesn't apply to an electric car. You can have a much more relaxed style of driving. You don't have to sit around for ages, and it's really quite straightforward. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.